Roberto De Zerbi has left Marseille after 19 months in charge. The former Brighton boss, 46, saw his side battered 5-0 at Paris Saint-Germain last Sunday. Sign up for the football newsletter. Thank you. Roberto De Zerbi has left Marseille with immediate effectCredit. Shutterstock Editorial. The Italian, 46, saw his side battered by Paris Saint-Germain last weekendCredit. Alamy. De Zerbi took training on Tuesday, but has now decided to leave Stade Velodrome. But in a statement released late last night, the Ligue 1 side confirmed. Olympique de Marseille and Roberto De Zerbi, coach of the first team, announced the end of their collaboration by mutual agreement. Following discussions involving all stakeholders in the club's management, owner, president, director of football, and coach, it was decided to opt for a change at the helm of the first team. This was a difficult, collective decision, reached after careful consideration and in the best interests of the club to address the sporting challenges of the final stretch of the season. Read more in football. Olympique de Marseille would like to thank Roberto De Zerbi for his investment, commitment, professionalism and seriousness, marked in particular by the second place obtained during the 2024-25 season. The club wishes him all the best for the rest of his career. Marseille are fourth in the Ligue 1 table, 12 points behind leaders PSG. According to French outlet RMC Sport, devastated, De Zerbi looked to see if he still had the support of his players when he turned up to Marseille training yesterday. Most read in football. Best online casinos, top sites in the UK. Marseille were awful in their 5-0 loss in Paris Credit. Getty. Following further talks with the board, De Zerbi's mind was made up to leave the club. Marseille were dramatically dumped out of the Champions League during the final day of the league phase last month. After being limply beaten 3-0 by Club Brugge, the French side saw Benfica's goalkeeper Anatole Trubin score at the death for José Mourinho's men, sending them through at Marseille expense. At the time it was reported that De Zerbi's job was in jeopardy, but following talks with club bosses Pablo Longoria and Mehdi Benatia, he stayed on for what would go on to be 3 more matches. The Italian was in charge of Marseille for 69 games in total, winning 39, drawing 8 and losing 22. De Zerbi's Marseille exit comes amid unstable times at several clubs that he has previously been of interest to. His Brighton successor Fabian Herzler is under big pressure, having been booed by supporters following his side's 1-0 home defeat to rivals Crystal Palace last weekend. The Seagulls have slipped to 14th in the table amid a run of one Prem win in their last 12. Tottenham, meanwhile, have also been interested in De Zerbi in the past, albeit during the tenures of Daniel Levy and Fabio Paratici, who have both since left the club. Thomas Frank's side are 16th in the league, now just 5 points above the drop zone following last night's 2-1 home defeat to Newcastle. Asked if his job was in jeopardy by TNT Sports after the match, the Dane insisted, "I spoke to them, the owners, yesterday, so no." Recommended stories. I understand the frustration and the easiest thing is to point at me. That's part of the job, unfortunately. I will work day and night to turn this around, but it is not just one person. There is no doubt we need to improve and I need to be part of that. Fabian Herzler is under pressure at Brighton Credit. Getty. Thomas Frank saw his side beaten by Newcastle in North London last night. Credit. Getty. Comments.